Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a great start. This is a very good start, and my lighting went back. This is great. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about my terrible school experiences and why I absolutely hate them and want them to just be erased from my memory. So basically, the story begins, I finished primary school, you know, everything's normal, and then I go to secondary school, and it's just hell on earth. Basically, just everything is terrible. I went to my first school. It was, you know, I actually looked, it was the second worst school in my county, which, I'm gonna be honest, isn't that good, I think, but, and I didn't hit that end bell. Anyway, so I went to the school, and it started off okay. You know, I got settled in fine, and then I started getting bullied by a couple people, and then eventually more people started joining, starting just making fun of anything I say. Like if I put something on Instagram, they'll make fun of it immediately, no hesitation. It was not a fun time. I was there for a year and a half before I decided enough is enough, and I just left the school. And a lot of people were really surprised when that happened, which I frankly, I don't understand why they were so surprised, because, come on, this is one of the worst experiences in existence for school. I could go more into depth about specific moments if you guys are interested. However, I don't know if I will do that. Personally, I don't enjoy talking about it. And I didn't place blocks. But I don't really like to talk about it. I guess I'm just talking about it because I don't really have anything else to do. But after I left, my school was like, okay, so I left in like mid-December, and the school I am in now, they were like, hey, we can't enroll you until January, because that would be, you know, like the new term, and, you know, that's when you get started, I guess. That's when you get started in school. So I had to wait. There were a couple of days where I was just not doing anything, and then my parents decided to homeschool me. Homeschooling, at least for that short amount of time, isn't really like proper schooling, I guess. Like, if you're going to be homeschooled for a long time, then yeah, proper tutors would help. Like, I just got taught by family members. I remember I have a grandparent who's really good at, like, art and cookery, so I did that. I did a couple projects on my own, like the history of cinema, I think was one of them. Just because I was interested in that topic, and the main reason we did this was so that we, like, gave the school evidence that I wasn't just, like, playing Minecraft all day. I would never want to do that. That would be just a silly idea. It would just be silly. I would never do anything like that. I would never want to. I always do schoolwork. I'm a good example, children. That was the thing for about 2 weeks. I did a bunch of subsidiary projects, and now I'm enrolled in the school, and basically nothing happens in the school ever. Like, I mean, nothing happens. Like, yeah, people fight and whatever, but, like, not that many people do, I guess. And it's kind of difficult to explain, but, like, it's not a frequent occurrence. There's no frequent things. Most of the time, when you get into the school I'm in now, you'll just go to lessons and you just go back. But the problem I have is that both schools, 450 frames, both schools that I have been to, they always make unnecessary changes. Like, my last school, they used to stagger lunchtime, which basically means that, I don't know, the year 7s would go earlier than the year 8s, and you'd have lunch at different times, after different periods, and that was a thing that happened, and it worked. But then they decided, because it was a pretty big school, why not have 1,800 students eating at the exact same time? Because that doesn't sound like a terrible idea. And they did that, and everyone immediately complained about it being cramped. My friend who's not allowed to move schools, he's still in that school, he keeps telling me, oh my god, it's so cramped, there's barely anywhere to eat. And I think we have a similar problem, but in this school, but not because they changed it, but literally because the year 7s, there's so many of them. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. They cover the entire thing. Nobody is safe. Nowhere is safe. You cannot move an inch without immediately dying to one of these year 7s. I don't get it. But yeah, that's a thing. Oh, that's the last guy. He has UHC in his name. That's interesting. And I'm dead immediately. Okay. And then the other thing with the school that I'm in now, what they did was, if you're from the UK, you probably know about form time, which is like that little bit of registration between the end of lunch and the start of the next lesson. It doesn't normally last that long, probably about 15 minutes. But, yeah, we have that in both schools that I've been in. And I'm gonna be honest, like, with the school I'm in year 8, they decided, or, no, not in year 8, but in year 8 they had, they set it up to where you had form time immediately after lunch, and then, sorry, and then then you had 5th period after, which worked fine. There was literally no issues with it. No issues whatsoever. And they decided in year 9 to change it so that you had lesson 1, 2 break, lesson 3, 4 lunch, normal. Then you had lesson 5, and then form was the end of the day. And it's absolutely the worst thing in year 9. Because after you complete 5th period, all you're thinking is, oh my god, yes, finally, I want to go home. But you can't go home yet. You have to endure 25 minutes of random stuff. Sometimes it'll be positivity journals, which assume that, you know, kids in my year are going to be positive about everything, which, I'm going to be honest, it most of the time isn't true. I'm lucky enough to have a really nice form tutor who isn't that strict on that stuff, but you can imagine, I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. It's not one of my priorities, honestly. But, I mean, school is a good place. I do recommend it. For anyone looking to go to school, I recommend it as a good idea. Nobody is paying me to say this, trust me. He's probably going to come after me with strength or something. Yeah, I think he has strength. No, he doesn't actually. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about at school because there's not that much happening. The school climate at the moment is kinda boring. And, like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It means less people are gonna bully you in oblivion, but at the same time, I just have no clue what to talk about, man. Like, I legitimately do not know. What I'm supposed to be talking about. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. If anybody wants to see, I don't know, some random video about, like, my old school and all the moments in there, then, maybe subscribe. Or, you know, don't. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't care. What are you doing? SQD Timex. Anyway, bye.